Hi everyone. I'm just sick and tired of exposing these people, like too many people to expose. But here we are again, exposing 4 more people in one video this time. So, sit back and relax, I suppose. Now, before this starts, you've read the thumbnail. But I also want to say that there were more than what I've seen and showing right now, like from Jazz. But because I didn't take the screenshots on the day before blocking her ass, it was stupid of me, okay? Stupid of me to just block and delete the conversation of every single thing of her death threatening me. Let's just say this has been on for years, and I finally was able to block her ass because when, in early years, like 2020, no, not 2020, when I first met her, like years back, everything was fine when she was a guy, and then come to 2022, she started apologizing and everything. But then, all of a sudden, things took a turn, and I knew straight away she was going to take a turn, and people will say this, and I have to agree, like father, like a daughter. You see, she calls her dad, her biological dad, a pedophile, because of what he's done to her. And mind you all, she was 7 when it happened. But to be honest, I don't believe her, even though she is a rape victim like me. Knowing she went through that, yeah, okay, I understand. But at the end of the day, she, after quite some time, after she dated Scout, I'm only going to say Scout, not the biological name of Scout, because that name is forbidden for me to say. But after she dated Scout, and then after she dated her ex-partner named Cake, who cheated on her with Lucifer, who is a pedophile and had sex with her, aka Cake, and they've got a child with each other now, and sadly, they're thinking of having another child, yada yada. I'm reading off a fucking script here. Yay. Lucky me, I've got a script for this. I normally don't make fucking scripts. Anyways. So, after all of that nonsense, she decided to marry her other partner named Kai Whitemore. We'll get to her in a moment. She kind of knew the behavior of Jazz, and this is just stupid, because in the past, like last year or a couple of months ago, she decided to baby Jazz. Like, does my Jazz need to be put in a corner with a dummy and such? That is something I did not want to talk about, but I am. So, Jazz is a baby fur. What's a baby fur, you may ask? I shall read it right now. A baby fur is a specific... Oh my god, dyslexia is not going to let me do this. A baby fur is specific subculture within the furry fandom where members will play as anthropomorphic animal characters who are babies or toddlers. It is an intersection of the furry community and the adult baby/diaper lover ABDL subculture. The furry element, the identity involves being a furry, Characters are anthropomorphic animals with human traits, and range in developmental stages such as cubs, toddlers, or younger characters. The baby element. Participants often engage in age regression, which may involve using baby accessories, wearing diapers, or acting in a dependent, childlike manner. Community and culture. The community is manufactured. Some members focus strictly on the innocence, cuteness, and nurturing elements, often incorporating caretaker/parental roleplay. For others, particularly those with overlap in the ABDL space, it incorporates fetish or intimate themes. To be honest, I was forced into that situation, the intimate theme. I didn't know this person was a baby fur. I just thought, okay, this is fine. I can be the caretaker, yada yada. Then they go into forcing me to have sex with them, and didn't go so well. I stopped with that. The person went by puppy. Different puppy, not my man, not my life, and we don't talk about that, okay? We don't talk about that. I'm not into that type of thing. It made me uncomfortable, okay? If I were to be a pedophile, I would say so, but I am not, and it made me uncomfortable in that situation. Events and gatherings. The subculture is prominent enough to have its own dedicated gatherings, such as the baby fur event in California. Please do not fucking go there. It's disgusting behavior if you fucking do, and I will not be happy if you are one of them, just like Jazz. And before you ask, why are we learning this? We don't want to learn. Well, too bad you're learning shit like I am. Because what the actual fuck, California? A baby fur con? I bet Jazz just wants to go there every single fucking time. If she does go there, too bad. I ain't going there. I don't want to go there. It's disgusting behavior to have a fucking baby fur con in California. So yeah, that's Jazz. There's a baby fur with the definition. There has also been a time where Jazz would send me her 18 plus roleplays of her and Scout, and she was hypersexual during the time. And mind you all, Scout did not want to do this situation of having intimate roleplays with Jazz, because at that time, when I was just minding my own business, I was old enough, yes, but she thought I would be quote-unquote turned on with minors having quote-unquote fun. I'm going to fucking say it, I don't like to say it. Of minors having sex. It is inappropriate to send 18 plus fucking roleplays to an adult to think, oh yeah, he's an adult, he's gonna get turned on by this. I do not get turned on by minors having fucking sex, or even having to roleplay sex with another minor. Jazz. But now we come to this situation of she also death threatened me, and it's been going on for fucking years, and this is just one part. I wish I had more, but instead I deleted and blocked her fucking ass, because yay, well done me, you fucking deleted the contact with her, and didn't bother to take fucking screenshots. Ugh. Stupid me. Also, I tried blocking her on Instagram and it kept coming up with error. But I managed to block DJ for some oddly fucking reason. Lucky me. Well, actually, I did block her ass on Discord and everything else, but on Instagram and, with her and DJ, it didn't want to make me block them, which fucking sucks because it said error. Anyways, here's that one screenshot, and we're also bringing up Alexander into this situation because he agreed with Jazz and Kai that, oh, she was just joking, yada yada yada. So, yeah. Here's the screenshots. Yay. Oh, right. Hi, Think Fire here. This is her YouTube channel. This profile picture is a matching profile picture with her wife, Kai. So that's her part of it, and that's her YouTube. That's her YouTube. And this is Kai's part of the picture that Jazz drew. Now, I've seen the picture before. I will show you all. It kind of would remind people about that one fan art of Rombu and Tubbo. Because in the past, I used to watch them, and I recognise that one scene from a live stream where Rombu picks up Tubbo when he was playing on he was playing VR on the stream. But yeah. And this is Alexander Moondrop's Google chat. And recognise that fan art of Older Moon. Yeah, he took it and just added it as his profile picture for that. But he also added it as his YouTube channel, but he doesn't have a YouTube channel because he gave it me. And so, yeah, I have too many projects in the works. It's fucking great. But yeah, let's get back to your daily programming, okay? This is the only screenshot I have, sadly. So it says, Mono death threatened me, used my dead name, and threatened to hack me. Go kill yourself. Mono doesn't love you. If he says he's gonna go ghost or commit suicide, that means he don't see your love as love. He wants nothing to do with you. He drifts far away from you every day. No, it's called Milo is Polly. I allow him to be Polly. So go I can't say it. I would say go fuck yourself. But at the end of the day, this is exposing you. So, yeah. Also, I don't have any screenshots of him ever, death threatening you and using your dead name. Or threaten to hack you. Because there isn't evidence at all. There's no such thing as him doing that. He very much said to me he wouldn't do such thing. He said he would, but at the end of the day, he did not. So there's no fucking proof. Because here's the thing, when you sent me those messages, I asked you for proof, and there wasn't any proof. So Mono didn't death threaten you, he didn't use your dead name, he didn't even threaten to hack you. It was in the Celestial Productions team chat. There was no such thing to even see. Because he told me, I'm thinking of death threatening the Jazz. I'm also thinking of using that dead name. Give me it. I gave him the dead name of Jazz. And then he also said his friend is threatening to hack Jazz. So at the end of the day, he then said I didn't do it, because he then gave me evidence he didn't do it. So he never did such thing. So that's bullshit. He didn't do such fucking thing. And if he did, where was the proof? Because you didn't show it me after I asked you. So I got rid of you and unfollowed you on Instagram, because there was zero fucking proof that he death threatened you. There was no evidence that he did dead name you. There was no evidence that he threatened to hack you. It was his friend, but he told his friend to not ever hack. So you still got your Instagram, you still got your YouTube. End of story with that bit, but yeah. Hey, and Fyra here. I also want to say, she also came at me through Discord saying that she was, quote-unquote, threatened to be killed by Milo. We had a little chat about that in the past, and he showed me screenshots that she thought he said that he wanted to kill her, but he threatened to kill someone else, but said murder is illegal, so he can't kill them. So it wasn't Jazz that he was trying to threaten to kill. So at the end of the day, he never said shit. She just made things up at the end of the day about Milo and all that. And this is what Alexander has said to me. She's joking. She told me on Discord, don't take it to heart, Fyra. These are the same words that Kaya said to me by saying, she's just joking, don't take it to heart, Fyra, and yada yada yada. She doesn't joke. She death threatens anyone she can. And also, this was during 10:05 in the morning on the 7th of June, mind you all. But with DJs, it was not even on that day. And this is what I said to Kai, because by now it's like older than like just a few seconds. She was quick to heart it. She didn't even leave a comment, like a reply to me. I said, hi, please don't make any more posts about me or any more news about me. Yes, it's Fyra on my VTuber channel. Sadly, since you're Jazz's wife and know about her behaviour and don't care at all by simply agreeing that Jazz is quote-unquote joking, I have to split ties with you and Jazz as well as Alexander Moondrop. Goodbye. And so, like in a couple of seconds, she immediately hearted it. And zero reply at all. I do keep on checking, she has not at all replied. She just hearted it for the sake of it and was like, okay, goodbye. Good thing I know about Jazz and the yada. Which fucking sucks, because if you got to split ties with someone, this is something I don't normally do. I don't leave a reply to them, I just completely cut ties with the person. But now, because it's on YouTube and she only has YouTube, I had to make a public comment saying what I just read and what you can see. But yeah, and this is with DJ. Ignore that it says cousin, I deleted the fucking thing anyways. So this was at 4:50 in the morning when I wanted to sleep. But I was chatting with people because I didn't realise the time. But then I went to sleep anyways. So it says, generally good one, Fyra, you know exactly who you are. And I said, shut the fuck up, DJ. And then he said, Milo doesn't love you. He clearly has it in his Discord bio that he's looking for a man 17 to 21. And I said, stop it, DJ. And he said, "Not joined to hear some pathetic sad story. Yours is sad as it is, with your abuse from your IRL father." My IRL father. Let's see, he verbally does it, but I don't see the point of you knowing about my father. Besides, keep my father out of your name, out of your fucking mouth, because at the end of the day, you don't know about my family. You don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You don't know if he verbally abuses me or physically abuses me. He doesn't, by the way. I say verbally, it's just like little bits of, when he's agitated. I can understand that when he's tired or agitated, he will say something and then he apologizes to me because he knows that he didn't mean it. So, DJ, you don't know about my IRL father. You don't know about his life. You don't know about my life. So, you saying yours is sad as it is with your abuse from your IRL father. You had no right to say that, by the way. DJ, you don't know, like I said, you don't know my life. You don't know what goes on behind the scenes of, off social media. You don't know if he's a nice dad or he's a bad dad. He's a nice dad, by the way. But at the same time, JJ, you never knew about my family. You never knew about what goes on behind the scenes. Because I never talked to you about it. So where you're getting your information from is strange and not even correct. Which fucking sucks, JJ. You got incorrect news from someone. Who's your insider? Who tells you that my IRL father, quote-unquote, abuses me? That's odd. I then said, stop it. And he put, no, you listen to it. Everyone says a sad story. It just doesn't seem real. It's correct what I put here. It is real. The abuse, the rape, a lot of stuff. Because at the end of the day, there's documentaries of someone who got murdered, or, someone who did the crime, or got abused, or got raped, or a lot of things, really. It's true stories that are, based off a book, or based off real life stories. And then he put, your sister should stop adding me back. I'm not going to join. I don't get it. You don't get it. I had a bad life, and I try making a future with my band. And it goes on, mind you all, about stuff that I don't fucking do, by the way. And this says, you steal so many songs and claim them as yours. You're a small artist, sure, but those songs are all stolen. And I say, it's the truth. They're my original songs. I wrote them. Stop. Basically, I do write my original songs. Sometimes I sing them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes they're instrumentals that I make, and someone writes, lyrics to them and sing them. I collab with people, so, yeah. And he says, you're unwanted runt, Milo doesn't love you. He even said it was best to neglect you. Now, here's what he has said, Milo's words. If he were to choose between me and someone he was dating with me, he would abandon both. Or, because he cannot choose. He would abandon me and the other person he would be dating. So, at the end of the day, yeah, it would hurt me if he did abandon me, if he were to choose between me and the other person he would be dating. But at the moment, I think he's just dating me because he said that multiple things are confusing and that he knows what he's talking about, whilst I don't, so I don't have to ask. So basically, with statuses on Discord, he says a lot of things. He changes it a lot. It confuses me, so I don't ask him, because it's none of my business at the end of the day to ask your partner, oh, what do you mean by this? It's a status at the end of the day to do with your own partner on either they want to stay in a relationship or not, either they're having a good day or a bad day, or either they're on a trip and they're going to be back in a couple of days or something. It is none of the other partners' situation of business. So, at the end of the day, again, Milo's words, if he had to choose between me and the person he were to be dating with me, he would abandon me and that person. Because he cannot choose. If he were at gunpoint, he would not choose. He would abandon them and me. So there you go. And then he goes on with, it reminded you of your past before this one, didn't it? Where the chief and his mate saw you as an unwanted runt. Even the council agreed to throw you out. I was part of that council years back before this life. You'll always be an unwanted runt. And I told him, please don't remind me. And then, obviously, I had to censor the name, which was someone's legal name. How the fuck does he know someone's legal name? So I had to change the name to Dawn. He put, okay, Dawn should die, including you. Here's the thing. DJ, how the fuck do you know Dawn's legal name? I never told you. Did Jazz? Because clearly, when me and Jazz were speaking, somehow Jazz kind of heard me apparently say Dawn's legal name. I never did say Dawn's legal name. All I heard was their first name and their surname. I did not say anything like that, because it was Dawn who said her legal full name. So how the hell do you know Dawn's legal name? Which is government name, to be exact. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to be calling her Dawn. But because of during that time, you said her legal governmental name, which is her first name and surname. Which fucking sucks. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to know her by Dawn and not that name. Whoever gave you that name is in the wrong, for starters. And you're in the wrong for second starters, because there's a little something that Milo called you out on Instagram, and especially. Let's get to that screenshot, shall we? Ooh, it appears you've been called out. It says, he's calling people names he condones in sexual actions with a 12-year-old and a 30-year-old. He also condoning rape. He's the rapist here. He told my husband while he was at his lowest to kill himself. And he goes by Darren Huntington Official on Instagram. To me, you know what to do. Chime in if you need to. Yeah, hi, it's a fire here again. This is his official, Instagram, which is Welcome Mom DJ. I am the lead singer of my band, The Urukers. Is who's taken or not? He is taken. Soros is taken. Iglos and Icarus are both not taken. Don't know why we needed to know that, but yeah. I just want to also say, just because he has a certain following Not that much, because not a lot of people know him. Not a lot of people know his band. Only his friends and family. That's sad, really. But there are some people who do go and listen to his music. And it's not much of music that Sarah's did her own music video, and it's on his Instagram, which, to be honest, sounds computer AI generated, but he has said that Saros is not English speaking, so that's why she doesn't understand English properly, because her first language was not English. Understandable, but why did it sound AI? Just saying. So, yeah. Please do not go harassing these people. Just block. Hide them from your channel. Do whatever you can that gets rid of them. Just don't interact. Do not harass them and we'll be fine. The only interaction button is the block and hidden. And unsubscribing from them. Hopefully we come out with a gaming video to help you all out. You've been starving from that. My bad. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.